Welcome to this training on how to generate high quality leads using nothing but Facebook and how to increase your fan base and automate your lead generation starting today. Alright, so I'm actually going to give you a live example of how I'm using Facebook to generate high quality leads and build up my fan base and also automate the process. Alright, so this method I'm going to be showing you is a free method, so you don't need to invest anything besides your time to do this. So first things first is understanding how your Facebook should look. Okay, so I'm assuming you already have a niche. If you don't have a niche, you need to have a niche. You need to understand your niche. You need to know what problem you're solving, and how you're solving that problem, what your target audience wants, what's their fears, what are they looking to achieve. You need to understand your market. So we're going to assume that you already understand your market, you already know what you're selling, but you want to attract more leads, you want to attract more clients and customers using Facebook. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and you probably wouldn't know or believe that these little things that I'm doing are making a huge difference, but they are. So first thing is, when someone comes to your profile, if you want to attract high quality people, high quality leads, then your profile needs to represent that. It needs to look professional, it needs to look clean, and it needs to communicate what it is that you do and how it is you can help. Okay, because people are lazy. They don't want to have to figure things out and do all this stuff. They want to come to your page and see, okay, this dude does this, right? He can help me with this, or whatever. They want to know what you represent. So the way how I do it is I have my brand here. So Fearless Boss. There's a little curiosity there. I used to just flat out come out and say what Fearless Boss is and all that stuff, but now it just says Fearless Boss. And the reason I do that is it looks professional, it looks clean, but it also, it's like, okay, Fearless Boss, what is that? Okay, so they may look it up or whatever. They may be a little more curious and scroll down a little bit and see what does that represent. See a professional picture of me. You can see I'm wearing a vest and dress shirt. Looks professional. So you can see, okay, this guy is not just some random guy just doing random stuff on Facebook. It's a professional. They see that right away. You come to my intro. My intro is very clean and simple. High performance digital marketing coach. And it has my website. And mainly, if people go to my website, they kind of get the point. My website does a great job of explaining what I do, how I can help. But, the whole point, if you have a website, I would say, just keep it simple like this. Let them know what is your, what are you? What do you do? Okay. So high performance digital marketing coach. That's what I do. And then my website, boom. Very simple, very professional, clean. So you want to do something similar. If you have a website, have it right here. Kind of let them know what you do. Some people like to go more specific, which is also great. You can say, I help people do X, Y, Z, or I help people solve this problem, or whatever. Just let people know what you do. I'm looking to attract a certain type of person, which is why I phrase my intro this way. There's different times where I phrased it differently depending on the type of audience I'm trying to attract. At this point in time, there's a certain type of audience I want to attract, and this title will attract that type of audience. Okay, and then my website also does some qualifies people as well, because it kind of tells you right off the bat what I'm about and what I'm not about. Okay. Next thing is, so you want to have a nice looking background here. If you could get it done, get it customized, you can go and hire somebody to do it for you. Or you can reach out to me. I can help you with this. You get something nicely done. You can use canva.com and create one. You know, if you have a little bit of, if you have like some creative skills and kind of have an idea of how you want your thing to look, you can go and design on Canva or use Photoshop, or you could just get someone to do it for you. You can either have your brand name, so it could just, you know, have your brand, which mine is Fearless Boss, or you could have a message like, hey, I help people, you know, I help people find their soulmate or something like that. I don't know, whatever your brand is or whatever your the thing is you do, you want to have it in there so people can see right away. All right. Or you could just have something like this, professional. Okay, the intro needs to be there. Website, get that there. Professional picture. This is about positioning. So if you want to attract high quality, your picture, if you have just like a little basic picture of you in a t-shirt, you know, depending on your niche, it may just make you look mediocre or make you look below average. You know, it doesn't make you look like, you know, the top guy or up there. You know, it doesn't make you look like someone who's professional, someone who like, you know, moves at a high level. You know, so people will judge you by the way you look. That's just how it is, and I'm aware of that. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. It's just the way it is. So instead of me just having a picture of me, I used to have like probably have my hat backwards and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put a professional picture here, let people know, hey, I'm a professional, and if you work with me, you know, the experience is gonna be professional. So you want to communicate that. All right. Next thing is your posts. Your posts. So your post should basically let people know what you're about. Make people see what your personality is, but also you want to deliver value. Okay, so you'll see a mixture of that on my profile. You'll see a mixture of posts, like, you know, just kind of showing how I think, my mindset I would like this, and the way how I would like people to think. So I put these mindset things because I want to attract those type of people, the people who think similar to the way I think, because we will work well together. Okay. And I put out content that will help them achieve their goals for free. So like the content is literally like this video. Like if somebody watches this video, they can actually like go out and like set up a drop shipping business for real. You know, it's not just like a bunch, just like a story or anything like that. It's actual things they can implement in this video. You know, in other videos, stuff you can implement in there. It's just like a personality thing. You know, sometimes I like to say corny jokes. This is a offer post. So you want to have a mixture of content, showing your personality, mindset stuff, and then offer post. An offer post is you post an offer. You know, you basically sell in the post. But the way you want to sell it, the way I recommend you sell is just by being real, like being specific. Here's what I'm gonna do for you. And if you're interested, here's what you have to do. So you tell them what you're gonna do, and then you have a call to action at the end. All right, and you mix them up. So you may do, like, let's say it's Monday. You know, Monday you'll put out a content post. So something like this, it could either be a video or it can be an article like this. Discover my 5-step lead generation system that keeps a steady flow of ideal coaching, prospects, and leads coming to me automatically. So it can be something like that, or it could be a video. All right, so you put out a content post. Next day you may put out, you know, like a mindset type personality thing. Like, okay, so this says unnecessary fear is a manifestation of seriousness. You need to be sincere, but you don't have to take things so serious. So this is just me just saying how I feel, you know, so making my account personable. It's not just about content all the time, and you know, it's about me expressing myself too, you know, how I feel about life and how I feel things should be done, and I want to attract those kind of people. So whatever you put out on your page, that's what you're going to attract. If you put garbage on your page, you're going to attract garbage, or people that are not you're not going to attract the high quality people who want to invest with you and work with you. You're going to attract people who are just on Facebook to fool around or to just, pass time. So, all right. And then, so you put out your content post. Next day you put out, personal posts. So for Monday, content post, Tuesday, personal post. Wednesday, you may put out another content post. And I'm just saying, this is for someone who start from scratch, right? Wednesday, put out another content post. Thursday, maybe a personal post. Friday, offer post. So a lot of content in the beginning, a lot of value. Then you offer at the end. Your offer, ideally you want it to be congruent to whatever your content posts were. So if you were posting out a lot of stuff about, let's say you were posting a lot of stuff about how to attract your soulmate, then obviously your offer post should be how to attract your soulmate. Then maybe your next post is about how to develop a stronger relationship with your soulmate. All right. So this is for people who already found their soulmate. They want to develop a strong relationship or whatever. So and then your offer post would be relevant to that. So whatever your content is, you want your offer post to be similar to it, relevant to it. So people see the content post, they see the content, and then when you finally put out the offer post, it just kind of speaks directly to them because they already saw the great information you gave them, and now you're saying, hey, I'll coach you, or hey, I'll do this for you, or hey, and they're more likely to sign up. Now, let's say you are literally starting from scratch and you have no friends, etc. If you have no friends on your account, then all this content stuff won't even matter, right? So how do you get friends? Okay, so that's the next thing. Okay, so it's like, okay, so once your profile is set up to attract high quality leads, now you need to go where the leads would be, right? You need to go where the leads would be. So let's just use my stuff as an example. Okay, so high performance digital marketing coach. Let's just type in digital marketing. Okay, because obviously people who are interested in digital marketing are my audience. Okay, so we go into groups, and you see there's some groups here, right? So what I could do is I could simply join 10 to 20 groups. Honestly, there's no point in joining like so many groups. Like I would say start off with like 5 or 10 groups. It's not like you're gonna be able to post in all those groups, right? At least not in the beginning. So just aim for maybe like 5 or 10 groups. Some people will say like join 100 groups or whatever, but not 5 to 10 groups. And look for groups that have a lot of people. Like this one's a good one. There's 77K people. This one's 9.5K. So these are some groups I would join, and then I would go in the groups and I would just network in the groups, right? So for example, in this group, I go in here. Okay, first thing, my focus would be, how can I come in here in this group and make people's lives better, add more value to people's lives, help people achieve their goals, make people feel good? How can I do that? How can I become someone who basically like an authority, someone who's cool, like become the cool guy in the group, right? And not cool in the sense of like trying to be cool, but cool in the sense of just putting out good energy, good vibes, and great value. So what I would do is I come in here and I would just like kind of just look and see what's going on in the group, see what the group is about. I would read the description. Okay, people learning about digital marketing. I would check the rules, make sure I'm not breaking any rules or anything. And I would right away, I would start liking stuff. I'd read it first just to make sure it's something I actually like. And I would come in, I'd like stuff. And I would get into the conversation. So what's this saying? This is saying browser-based push notifications are changing the way how bloggers are communicating with their audience. Okay, so this is a blog post. So what I would probably do, I'd probably read this article and then add my 2 cents or my feedback. Like, oh, awesome article. In addition to what was said there, I also believe blah, blah, blah. So share my opinion. Basically, like authorities and leaders, what they do is they share their opinions. That's really what they do. They share their opinions boldly. And, they're okay with people disagreeing or whatever. If you get into an argument, there's nothing wrong with that. You just kind of state your point, your viewpoints, understand, listen to what the other person says. If y'all don't agree, then you could just say, hey, I respect your opinion. And, just move on. But you want to voice your opinion. Even if it's something you don't really care about, sometimes just by voicing your opinion, it's just going to help people check you out. Just because this guy posted something here, I might read it and I might say, hey, this guy's making some sense, and I may just click on his profile and check out what he's doing. That's what you want. You want people to check out your profile. So you have to post. Like, if you do not message, write any messages or post anything, people will not check out your page, your profile. All right. He says, I have currently joined Amazon affiliate program for India, but I don't know how to have affiliate links for other countries. I mean, is there a single universal affiliate program? Okay, so this guy's asking questions. Sometimes you may know the answer. If you don't know the answer, you can go and search up, find the answer. This guy says, do you want to learn, so it's the admin, do you want to learn how to make an Android iOS app and launch it in the App Store? Okay, so just answer this. Sometimes, you might not really care about whatever they're saying. Like, it might not really, you might not just not really care, you just be like, whatever. But still answer, still get involved, because it's kind of like, working out. Maybe you may not feel like working out or whatever, but if you don't work out, you're not going to get any benefit. You're not going to get in shape. Your body's not going to get strong or whatever. It has to get done regardless. So even if you don't feel like messaging or saying anything here, you got to do it. As far as private messaging people, I don't really recommend that. Only time I'll private message someone is if they make a post and I felt like I answered it really well. And I'll message them and say, hey, man, I saw your question and I answered it. And I'll message them in addition to putting the answer in the post. So, for example, if I was to answer this question, I will put the answer here. If I see some other people who answered it well, I might like their stuff and say, hey, that was actually some great advice. I agree with it, blah, blah, blah. And then this person, I may message them and send them the answer to their question. This guy's asking a question about AdWords, so I would, look it up. If I don't know the answer, I'd look it up. This guy needs help with content writing and promotion. All right, so maybe you could help him out. Even if you don't think he's going to choose you, still put your, still say, hey, I can help, because just by putting your message there, someone else might reach out. Someone else may have the same question and we may reach out to you. Right, so just come through here, answer, if you want to know how much you should do, I like to answer 10 questions every day. Like literally, I tally mark, make sure I do I answer 10 questions every day on Facebook. I help at least 10 people every day. Another thing I'll do is when you start helping people and stuff like that, people will start friend requesting you as well. Like if you're consistent, like you do have to be consistent, like every day. You gotta come in here and answer 10 questions every day, or at least 5 questions every day. And you can go on other groups. So if you see like, oh, you already answered all the questions in this group, then you move on to the next group. And you can do like posts, like you can post content. Like for example, this guy says 5 skills for entrepreneurial mastery, right? So I'm pretty sure it's like a really good post or whatever. If I was to read it, I'm sure it would be pretty good. So you can make a post like of value. If you see like a recurring theme of questions, like people having similar questions, or you feel like there's something that would be very valuable, post it in here, but you post it as content. So like as a write-up, not a link. Do not post any links. You post the write-up or the video here. And usually the groups that have a lot of members, you have to get your stuff approved before it will go through. And then if it's a really good post, you're going to have people thanking you. You're going to have people saying, oh, this is life-changing. Oh, the awesome post, blah, blah. A lot of people are going to friend request you, stuff like that. All right. So you do this in multiple groups. You don't just do it in one group, 5 to 10 groups. And you focus next 30 days. You focus, you answer 5 to 10 questions in those groups. And you'll start to build your brand. You'll start to build a following. People start to say, hey, this guy knows his stuff. And if you don't know your stuff, you got to go and learn. You got to go and research. Because if this is your niche, you should know your niche. Like you shouldn't be in a niche that you don't know about or you can't help people in. It doesn't even make sense. So you should spend time to increase your knowledge and become better in your niche. You know what I mean? All right. So, let's see here. All right. So that's pretty much like if I'm being honest with you here. When it comes to Facebook, that's my strategy. I don't do a lot of Facebook ads. I mean, I do it, but the thing is, what you want to understand here is by doing the free stuff, you'll get a better understanding of what people respond to. When you start answering questions, you'll see the feedback you get. When you start making posts, you'll see the feedback. Like I have a better understanding of my niche just by doing the free stuff. So when I do Facebook ads, I'm not just going into Facebook ads like I think this will work, I think that will work. I've already done some networking with my target audience. I've already seen what they respond to, what they don't care about. And then when I do my Facebook ads, I can take that data that I got from doing this free organic stuff and use it with my Facebook ads. So when I do Facebook ads, I get better results just because of that, just because of the fact I understand my audience. So like I don't just jump into ads. Like when I'm going into new niches, because I go into different niches sometimes, to try out different things. When I go into a new niche, I don't jump straight on Facebook ads or jump straight into PPC. I go in forums, I go in Facebook groups, and I get to understand my audience. At least for a week, I'll go in there for at least 7 days, get to understand them. Then I'll go and do some ads and stuff like that. All right, so that's what I recommend. That's why I'm not even going over Facebook ads in here. If you do this stuff, you do the organic stuff, you go into groups, you get to know your audience, you start communicating, you start interacting in the groups, you'll get to understand your niche to the point that when you get to Facebook ads, you'll know, okay, this ad's gonna work, or this ad has a high chance of working. You'll have a better understanding of different interests you can target and stuff like that just by communicating with your target audience. All right, so it's about getting getting insider insider knowledge, instead of being on the outside thinking that you know stuff. Like, get it, go inside, go into these groups, get to know your target audience, create value by helping people every day, answering questions, and then you'll have people come into your page or check out your page, even if you don't have a website. Like, some people don't even have a website, but they're doing very well with Facebook because they understand this. It's like you just put out value. You go and you help people every day. If you're not helping people every day, you're not going to attract people to your profile. You're going to attract people to you, and to come and check out what you're doing. So I highly recommend, going in these groups and doing this stuff on Facebook. There's billions of people on Facebook. There's more traffic and leads on Facebook than you can handle, but you have to start by doing these little things consistently. Going in, making sure your profile looks presentable. You want to attract high quality people. Make sure your posts, your posts are good. Someone comes on my profile and they read the stuff here and they watch the videos. There's a lot of value here. There's a lot of information that will help them. So, they're going to reach out and ask for help. And also, I have the offer post too. So I'm not, you can't be afraid to sell. Like, you got to sell too. You got to put these offer posts out where you're saying stuff like, here, I'm just like, hey, give me 30 days. I'll show you how to quit your job. All right. So anyone who responds to this post, okay, I should tell them, okay, look, here's what we're going to do. It's very straightforward. It's very clear. I explain to them what we're going to do, how they're going to, hit their goals, etc. Give me 30 days. I'll show you how to quit your job. That's a headline. That's obviously an attractive headline. Now, I've actually helped people quit their job. Okay. I've helped people quit their job. Now, can you do it in 30 days? Of course you can. The problem is most people, they'll come, and I'll tell them what to do for 30 days, but they won't do it. Okay. So if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to quit your job in 30 days. But if you do what you're supposed to do, you can quit your job. Now, everyone's different. Some people come in, they may not have the money, or maybe to quit their job, they may need to make 20K per month. Let's say, can you make 20K per month, 30 days? Yeah, I can break down a plan. I can help you do it. Is it very likely? No, it's not very likely. If it was very likely, then everyone would be doing it, but it is possible. Okay. So I understand my target audience. I know they want to quit their job. I know they don't want results to take a long time. So look, 30 days, give me 30 days. I'll show you how to quit your job. Now look at how I'm phrasing this too. Look at how I'm phrasing this, because some people will say, okay, look, there's no way you can quit your job in 30 days. But look what I'm saying here. Give me 30 days and I'll show you how to quit your job. I'll show you how to quit your job. I will show you. I will give you the steps. All right. And then I give them some content here, some information here explaining what they need to do, what this will be about. And look, I even tell them, like, look, okay, this is not no how to be a billionaire overnight or get rich quick scheme. This is I'll show them how to build a real business, right? Or how to market online, whatever the case may be. So, and this is my niche. Okay. So I understand my niche. I understand what they want, and my offer represents that. How to turn 40 into 4,000 in 4 days. You think this is BS? No, this ain't BS. This is something I actually did, showing people how to do it. So you may be in your niche and you may say, well, I don't know how to do these. I don't really know how to create like a compelling offer. Well, study copywriting. So that's something I had to do. I had to study copywriting. I study other people in my niche that are doing what I'm doing and learn from them. There's a lot of trial and error, a lot of stuff I went and tested. Of course, I always test everything. Like even this training here that I'm showing you guys here, this, you can see this is, I'm actually doing this. This isn't something I'm just making up. Another thing I do is I message my friends. Okay. There's no point in having friends if you can't communicate with them. So I message my friends and I'll just have conversations with them. And sometimes it will lead to, us doing business together or whatever. So it's about networking. That's really what it comes down to on Facebook. It's about networking and it's about positioning. Okay. So I hope this training was valuable for you. I hope you got a lot out of it. And, let me know if you have any questions. You can message me or, get in contact with me if you'd like, some personal help. All right, take care. Peace.